Good morning, everybody. Welcome. And let me just add my guest today, as always, Bash the Tragedy Pimps.
Good morning, everybody.
And I see we have quite a few people in chat already. So I'm going to scroll through. So Outlaw Trucker, hello. I agree. She's so dang triggered. She's about to blow a gasket. Yes, she is.
I love it. I love it. Perfect start to the Saturday of Betty Rant.
I actually didn't think she was going to go live because she said she was going to start the Saturday coffee clubs next Saturday. So when I got the alert, I was like, wait, what? Sapper K says she says the same thing over and over. Yes, that's true. Yeah, she's mad because they won't let them in the courtroom and the gag order. I mean, I posted a short video of her rant. I mean, she was going on and on for hours, but I clipped the part I actually saw where she again is telling the judge to clean out his ears, that he needs to study the law, like just being despicable as usual.
Yeah, I was going to ask everybody's opinion today about going and videotaping Dolly and everybody at Summer's Day. But now I don't have to worry about it. They're not going.
Yep, he canceled it. So yes, and someone had said in chat, I just passed it. Yes, so Sapper K had said, really, Dolly canceled the event. Yes, he did. He said it was, he's still not completely out of the legal system. He said,
he just doesn't want any trouble.
Yes, which, and I agree, Crazy Nurse, I think his attorney probably advised him not to do it. Literally, Davis fam, hello. Crazy Nurse, Jeannie. Let me see if I missed anybody on top. Nope. Laugh at Life, hello. True Texan, hi. Not much is going on yet, but Betty did email me back. She emailed me back, y'all. And some of you have seen the email because I was checking my email early this morning because I get email alerts. And Bestie sent me an email back. And man, she was not happy with me. Angel, good morning. Gail, Tiffany, Cool Gamer.
I'm lucky. I've not heard anything from her at all. No mentions, no nothing. I'm still kind of flying under the radar.
Yeah.
If I keep hanging with you, man, she's going to be riding my butt too. You're going to get me in trouble.
Rockabit J, hello. I don't know if I've seen your name before, so welcome. Liza, hi. Yes, Laugh at Life. Definitely a perfect start to a Saturday to hear that it was canceled. Jen, hello. True Crime Dime, hello.
Well, supposedly, Paper Cut Tina, she had her trip paid for, and there was something about her going to meet up with other people anyway. So I think she's still coming, but there's not going to be a cookout and all that stuff. She's just going.
So Liza says, Mab told Dolly Betty was going. Girlfriend said, oh, not with us.
Yeah, Betty never has come out and said she was going, but come on, guys, we knew she was.
Yeah, like she was trying to do like those, coy faces. Girl, you're not that coy.
No.
So I'll start with, I'm going to share the email first. And nobody's email showing. So this is, let me see if I can make this a little bigger. Whoa, that's way too big. Okay, I guess I can't. Okay, so this is the email that I sent on 3 days ago. So actually that would have been, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, so Wednesday at 5:30, I sent her this link. That's all I sent. Document you could not find, I sent her a link. She responded this morning, Bullhorn Betty Andra, don't make contact with me again. Do not send me messages. Do not tag me in your videos. No contact means no contact. Well, I will not contact you again, bestie. I won't send you messages. However, tagging someone, I believe, falls under the First Amendment of free speech. So I don't think you've got me there, girlfriend, because I can say what I want to say, right?
You can tag whoever you want to tag. Look at what she does. She tags everybody and their brother.
Oh, this was this morning, Laugh at Life. She sent this to me this morning at 7:33 a.m. So, I mean, I'll heed, I won't make contact or send her messages, like, no biggie. This was the first time I've emailed her. But I'm going to tag her. I mean, and like you said, Beth, she's tagging people that aren't even in her lives anymore. Like, so get out of town. I am going to tag you as much as I want. Oh, no, I didn't get served by the court. No.
Oh, Lord, no.
She wouldn't be able to. She doesn't know where I live or
she doesn't know your real name or anything, so.
She might think my name is Emmy Headstone. Good luck with that. Exactly. So, I will say though that Blank Screen has my back. Blank Screen cracks me up. So I sent Bash, Blank Screen, and Sinner, who's probably still sleeping, but I sent all three of them a screenshot of the email, and I was like, oh my God, laugh out loud. So Blank Screen actually sent her a really long email having my back, and I was like, Blank Screen is the GOAT. I mean, he is really something, and she doesn't block him unless obviously he probably has way more than one account.
Well, she's really going to be mad that he's sticking up for you.
Oh, so true crime time. So why did I email her? Because she was trying to look for this document, and it was taking, gosh, it had to have been at least 5 minutes.
Yeah, she's in there digging through all that paper.
Right. So as she was digging through all that stuff, I was like, let me go see if I can find it. And within a minute, I had found it. So I said, I'm going to email her to let her know that I found it. Like, I was just being helpful. And I mean, all I did was send her a link to the document. That's all I said. So
she saw the name of who it was from and went on a tirade.
Yep. So I'm guessing she probably checked, her email. I mean, that was from Wednesday, so I can imagine. Although, if she got to my email from Wednesday, she couldn't have had that many emails.
I don't think so.
Yeah. So, yeah, she's too proud. Well, she was acting some way today, and I don't know why she was wearing her bathing suit. Like, that wasn't a shirt. It wasn't a halter top. It was her bathing suit that she was wearing during the live.
I bet you this afternoon that we see a video of her with a lot of wind noise in it, where she'll be strolling along the beach.
Oh, possibly. Oh, I agree, Laugh at Life. That's not how it works. But I mean, I'll honor her request not to message her or contact her, but I can tag her all I want. That's not contacting her. She doesn't have to click on the hashtag. Oh, yes, and she had her sunglasses back. She hasn't been wearing her sunglasses in a few days. That is true. Mm-hmm. All right, so this live that we're going to watch, because I was hoping that she would end her live this morning because it was pretty funny, but she was still going and going and going. So this live is from, actually, I thought it was after Christmas. This was actually from Christmas Day, 2022. What? Jay says she's going to see in video where that lady was found on the side of the road near her. I don't know if I know about that case. If somebody knows about that case, let me know. Let me see. I just want to see if she's still alive because people are saying she was in her bathing suit. Oh, she ended it. That's all right. Oh, that's not the, oh wait, that's not the right one. Oh, she did end it 17 minutes ago. Okay, well, what I'll do, because she did end her, I'm going to just fast forward to where you can see her in her bathing suit. Here we go. Here's a good, all right.
How long ago was it that lady was found? Is it recent?
Oh, it says that Woods woman from the 70s.
What?
Oh, it was recent. Oh, it was recent. Okay, it can't be Maddie Kingsbury because she already was up there. And so for those of you asking if she was in a swimsuit, yes, she was. Here she is in her swimsuit. I don't know. We'll have to see if we can find it. Yeah, Kingsbury is in Minnesota. Oh, good. So she's going to be butting her nose into another case that doesn't need butting into. Thank you, Crazy Nurse. Appreciate it. All right, so let's go to, so again, this live that we're going to watch today is from December 25th, 2022. So this is quite a few months ago, and I was surprised she was actually live on Christmas because apparently she hadn't been live for 10 days. So I will warn you, I thought I edited out her loud voice at the beginning, but there's like 1 second where you probably should turn your volume down when I hit play because she like yells very loud. Liza says, bathing suit Betty. I hope she has fun and gets a boyfriend. Yes.
She does not know how to have fun. She's always just so angry.
And actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn the volume down when I hit play because it's like super loud. Like it was bad. All right. So I'm going to hit.
I had just started my channel probably about 3 or 4 weeks before this. So I remember watching it.
Yep. And this is the one where it just happened to be in my feed. And I was like, oh, what's this one? And so she's complaining in most of it. I went through the transcript. I didn't see her talk about anybody. And that's the other reason why I didn't want to use her live from this morning, because she did end up doxing, is his name Adam? The one, not Adam, the one in the Maddie Kingsbury case, the guy that was arrested. She ended up showing where he lives again, talking about his address, like just being ridiculous. So I'm going to have to really start watching the whole thing because she's just getting out of control. All right, so we're going to start.
flesh. It has been literally 10 days since I've done a live. I mean, well, we did a live, but it wasn't right. It wasn't that time yet, right? It wasn't that time yet. But it's Christmas. And I wasn't going to come live on Christmas. I really wasn't. I was just going to be like, hey, whatever, how everything goes. I wasn't going to do Christmas today. But here I am. It's because I missed every one of you guys.
Oh
and guess
God,
who is in
town?
town? You guys are right. I know you guys saw the post. MGL is in town. I've been with her all morning, chit-chatting. I had a great time. Called Olivia, woke Olivia slap out of her sleep this morning. to wish her a Merry Christmas. Oh, thank you. Well, I look great because I had a knock at the door this morning.
Oh,
yes, I did. I'm like, what in the world? Who is here? Right? Who's here? Not even 8:00 yet, right? Betty fan. Sent over yesterday a box of candy, lifesavers, right? Who doesn't need a lifesaver on Christmas, right? Candy canes, chocolate. She had a couple different chocolates. Oh my gosh, good. Was it what is it? The G1? I can't. I got it out there. I bet you if I looked at it, Godiva. Is that it? Am I saying it right? Godiva chocolate and.
Ooh, Davis fan. That's interesting. Was she on a 10-day ban? I can't see her not streaming otherwise. That is a good observation. And I didn't even look to see if she had been streaming prior to this. Interesting.
Listen to this. I did not know this. Dunkin' Donuts has chocolates. Who knew? Who knew that Dunkin' Donuts had, like donut flavored candies? Godiva. Thank you. Yeah. So I got my sweets, which everybody knows. Sweets always just seems to perk you right up. And then this morning, 8:00, I get a knock at the door, and I'm like, who is here? I'm like, you know what? I better go check because it is.
Oh, okay. So that's interesting. So Jay says it is a Kingsbury woman that was found, and she said that she was going to travel along Highway 43 today to show us the gravel where she was found. I just looked back at her live.
Maddie Kingsbury's in Minnesota.
Unless she has video of where she drove around and that's what she's going to show. I don't know. Maybe she is going to make a irrational decision and fly to Minnesota again.
Oh, I don't think so.
I guess we'll see. Oh, yeah. But I thought she was scared to open her door, too. Although I did find, as I was trying to find this one, I found another one that was interesting where she was like giving out her address saying, you want to say something to me, say it to my face. I dare you. Come on over, blah, blah, blah. Like her little dog syndrome. And I was like, wow. But now she's scared to, go outside her house.
Well, she's right about 10 days because she did the Christmas thing, and before that was December 15th, and it was one on the 19-count indictment for Leilani Simon.
Okay. And True Crime Dime says it's a different lady. She was killed by her husband in Broward County. Okay. Oh, Kingsbury is a town in Florida. Gotcha. Okay, so that's where that was my confusion. Okay, so Kingsbury, Florida. Oh, that's interesting. She's actually going to do a case in her home state for once. She is back in her office. This live though is from December 25th, 2022. Oh, I know Laugh at Life. Like she's like gloating about the fact that she drove past where Maddie was found. It's disgusting. It's like, Why?
Christmas, and you know how it is on Christmas. People just Godiva. I always see a Facebook user saying Merry Christmas. Whoever you are out there in Facebook, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to the YouTube channel, the Facebook channel, and the Twitch channel. We are running on all three today. We are running all three. So if you guys have not had an opportunity to give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs up. You haven't seen me in 2 weeks.
Oh, Liza, I wondered. Yeah, she's watching the video of the lawyer you know. Yeah, and he was live this morning talking about the hearing. So, yeah, and that's, I tell everybody, like, I like Lawyer You Know, Emily D. Baker, Lawn Lumber, Runkle of the Bailey, like any person on, that's actually a lawyer, that is where I would get my information from, not this lady. And being in her chat this morning, I couldn't believe some of the comments I saw. However, there were a lot of people in there, including Just Samantha, who I actually agreed with, because Just Samantha was being rational and actually being a little bit defiant, I think. But yeah, I mean, the people that believe her is scary. Oh, so True Crime Dem says there's literally no info on the case. They haven't even released her name or her husband's. Very tight-lipped. Whatever she thinks she's going to show is going to just be her speculation, of course.
If this is the same one, is it the 70-year-old Broward County lady?
Oh, maybe that's where the 70 came in. She was 70, found in the woods?
Now, this one was found in the river.
Oh. Well, I guess we'll figure it out when she talks about it. She'll probably drop a video that has a whole bunch of misinformation.
Yeah, found in the river near Fort Lauderdale. She's an elderly Jamaican woman.
Oh, that's sad.
Right? You haven't seen me in 2 weeks. So I've been going through a bunch of this stuff. I've been trying to figure out what I was going to do. I had an idea for the Christmas Day program, and then, I kind of changed it a little bit. And now I'm kind of, are we going to talk true crime? We're going to talk about Christmas. What are we going to do? I don't know. We're just going to let this go wherever it goes today. So Merry Christmas to everybody. I see you guys saying it in the chat. It's nice to see you all. Everybody say hi to everyone.
Oh, speaking of chat. So for those of you who were with Bash and I last night, we discussed how she stood up one of her subs, Steffers, and never showed up to her live. And yesterday, Betty said, normally I say hello to everyone in chat, but we're crunched for time. I'm not going to do it this morning. What was the first thing she did today when she went live? Said hi to everyone in the chat.
Well, of course she did.
So that's where I'm like, she is not a good actress, and she's full of crap, because everything that she said she didn't have time for yesterday, she had time for today. Like, come on now.
I wonder if she'll show up tomorrow.
Yeah,
for the interview with Steffers.
I'm gonna say no. Although, if she, or what she'll probably forget to go to church too, because if she's in church with some of her mods and subs, they're gonna say, "Don't forget, you're supposed to go to Steffers."
Well, if she does go, it's going to be a fluff piece.
Oh yeah, but it'll be a fun one. So.
Let's invite her to come on your channel for an interview.
I mean,
our chat would give her hell.
And so for those, we have 170 people in the chat, Bash.
Cool.
So for those of you who are here, actually, because at the beginning I did get a response from Bullhorn Betty. So I'm going to share this. So on Wednesday during my live, she was talking about Brian Koberger, and she was trying to find a document and she couldn't find it. So as she was trying to find it, and she took, I don't know how long, I actually found it within a minute. So all I did was send her this link, and I said, document you could not find. I put the link, and then she wrote, don't make contact with me again, exclamation point. Do not send me messages. Do not tag me in your videos, exclamation point. No contact means no contact. So I'm going to honor her request not to contact her or message her, although I'm blocked. So I don't know why she's saying I'm sending her messages, unless she means email. But in regards to tagging her, I'm saying that's part of the First Amendment, and she can't prevent me from hashtagging her name. So, yeah, I mean, she's got to be watching me, because the fact that she knew like to just write that was, thank you, Justin. But Blank Screen, I sent this to Blank Screen this morning. I sent a screenshot and I was like, oh my God, laugh out loud. Blank Screen had my back, and Blank Screen does not hold back. He sent a whole novel to her.
Oh, he did. It was priceless.
It's so funny. So, and I said, you didn't have to do that, but I appreciate, you having my back. But yeah.
Yeah, he was still making reference to Betty being all over Koberger's. We won't go there.
Yep. So, yes. Funny.
I'm just glad Blank Screen's on our side.
Oh, I agree. I mean, and it's all about having fun. Like, I don't know, like, she's so uptight. Like, if you want to review me. I don't care. Oh, wait, because you probably don't have anything to say, because I actually do my research and make sure if I don't know something, I actually say, I don't know, I'll have to look that up. I don't look up at the sky and try to concoct some ninny Annie, narrative or story.
Exactly.
Oh, Amy says she's also ignoring a missing mom of 6 case out of Delray Beach. Amanda Adler is her name. And is she in Florida, Amy? I'm gonna write that name down.
Delray Beach. I think that's in Florida.
Thank you, Crazy Nurse. I'll check that later. That's true. I also don't beg for money. No, because again, I do this because it's fun and because she's annoying. And I just like, correcting her misinformation and giving people facts instead of fluff. Oh, it is in Florida. Okay, thank you.
Don't forget to thumb up this segment, because for me this year I thought I was going to be alone. Who the hell knew that Bullhorn Betty and MGL were going to be hanging out on Christmas? Who the hell thought that up, right? Holy crap, Florida's in trouble.
Why are you yelling?
Florida's in trouble. And we haven't even added to the mix Chronicles of Olivia or House of Williams. Yeah, you put them in the mix yet. Like, they're coming in too, right? Holy crap. What in the hell are we doing tomorrow? What the hell are we doing tomorrow?
Gina, your question, I have no idea.
Are in Florida or even in the Panhandle, get in your cars and come down and see us.
Oh.
Come down and see us.
Oh, so now you're inviting people to come see you. So back in December, she was inviting people to come visit and see them and hang out. And now she's saying,
oh, but now I'm afraid for my life.
I know. Oh, okay. So as I was playing her, I was looking. So Justin Bishop, I had to scroll up because chat is going really quick. Justin says she fooled me at first, but then I realized she was just using the cases to gain a following and money, and not even donating any of the money she made to the victims' families. Yep. And, sometimes it takes us some time, but Hey, blank screen, welcome. Yes, Justin, I think she had us all mad when she was saying that Kaylee followed her when she was really following Olivia. She projected it onto herself. So for those of you who don't know, Dolly did cancel the Summers event that he had planned. And during Betty's live this morning, I just happened to be watching her as I was getting ready for this live. And someone in chat had said Dolly's canceling the summer cookout, whatever it was called. And Betty's like, what? And she's getting all like, worked up. So she's like, hang on, everybody. So she turns her camera off. And then she comes back and she's like, I had to cancel my reservation. So she was planning on going, but she canceled her reservation. So I'm guessing she was going to drive up there because I don't know if you could cancel airline tickets that quick. So yeah. True Texan, yes. Saying holy crap on Christmas. Yeah. Well, and actually she's saying all kinds of like words that you really shouldn't say on Christmas. Yeah. Oh, everybody in chat was like, what's Tina gonna do? She can't get her money back. And so others are like, she can still go. She doesn't have to cancel the trip. Just go. Hey,
Yeah, I heard she's still going because she was going to meet up with other people anyway. It just wasn't to go to Dolly's cookout. So apparently Tina's still going.
Oh, there's Sinner chicken dinner. Yeah, that's what I thought, Tiffany. She didn't pay. Somebody else did. Wow, chat is flying. So if I don't see your message, I apologize, but chat is going really quick. He said he canceled because, one, he was still in the legal system. He wasn't legally out of trouble yet. And then he mentioned that with all the haters who may show up, he may not be able to refrain from doing something in response. Yes. All right, let's get back to this.
We are going to do a meet and greet here. There's no cases going on, so the haters can't come out and say, oh my God, they're sucking the meat off the bones of these dead people and trying to have a meet and greet. No, it's Christmas time. We want to meet the people that support us. So, and even with the Christmas time, we do believe in the spirit of the holidays. So all those haters out there, jellyfish, cockroaches, and just, people that are just pure evil, we pray for you. And we actually want you to have a Merry Christmas as well. We really do. Because it's in the spirit of the holidays. And we know that the jellyfish, don't have brains. But I keep wondering, do they have feelings? Because I know when they sting me, I feel it. Right? Okay. Anyways. I wish I was in America. Aw, sweetie pie. Yeah, you need to come over here. But anyways, tomorrow we have a meet and greet scheduled. Let me pull it up so you guys can see it, and we'll go over this. I gotta go. It's in my phone. I'll just pull it up on my phone. It'll be easier than looking for it.
Oh.
Do you remember this, Emmy? The meet and greet? It's when they got in that motel room and Betty put on the long extensions that did not match her hair.
And that's the live that I was going to play today that I came across as the day, like when she got back home and she was dressed up and then she was complaining about how it was canceled and about those other two YouTubers who, and I was like,
my buddy, Matt.
Yes. So I was like, but she was like swearing a lot. And I was like, I don't really feel like dealing with her yelling like that. So I just said, I'll go with this one. I'll keep that one for another time. Yes.
Oh
She was
yeah,
trying to make us
she was
jellyfish.
hot.
Oh yeah. Well, and she was so hot, she went and changed and put a t-shirt on.
Yeah,
Although she
took her hair out.
Clearly wasn't as hot as she was today wearing her bathing suit during her live. Like, come on now.
But she's a professional.
Yeah.
So how many moms are out there? How did you guys fare out for Christmas? Did you like that little Christmas clip in the beginning of the intro talking about a mom for Christmas counting the presents? Do you guys know that's true? Like I did that with the grandchildren. I don't know how it is truly that way. It really is. Because when you start counting the gifts, because you know, I don't care who you are, your kids and grandkids know exactly how many number of gifts each other get. So if there's one present off, Christmas is ruined. It is absolutely, without a doubt, ruined. Because little Joey got one more G.I. Joe than Annie got Barbie. Shame on you, Mom. You know what I really wish? I really wish that.
And Rachel Lee, I am so sorry. I missed I just saw it. I believe this was a super sticker, maybe. I just saw it. I had gone to star another comment and I saw your donation. So thank you so much. I appreciate it, as do the kitty cats. So thank you. And I'm sorry it took me over 15 minutes to see that you had sent it. So I appreciate it.
Christmas would go back to the old ways of Christmas. People making gifts for each other. Remember that? When you actually had to be creative, it didn't really matter what you made. You know, you could make a wreath on a paper plate, but it was still a homemade, handmade gift. And I tell you, I miss those times. You know, it was so disappointing this year. Listen to this. And I don't know how many other counties are going through this. Nice to see you, YouTube guest. Thank you. Just a country girl. Oh, thank you. God bless you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Says, Merry Christmas, Bullhorn, Betty, and chat. I hope you all have a wonderful day. My day is actually wonderful. I purchased a lot of stuff over the last 10 days. You know, I feel great. I feel great. It took a little bit to get here. It took but we're here. We're here. And I really feel energized for 2023. Many of you guys know that Olivia and I are about to go back out to Idaho. Yeah, freezing cold weather. While planes are all landed. And the whole trip, we're crossing our fingers and hoping that we don't have any problems on this trip. But as the weather conditions start degrading across this country, I'm in Florida. Yesterday, I woke up to like 32-degree weather here in Florida, right? I don't even know what it's like for the rest of you. If it's that cold here in Florida, we never get this cold. Maybe once every 10 years, once every 7 or 10 years, we get a cold Christmas. This is our cold Christmas this year, and it was cold. Like Marissa's from Pennsylvania, and she's covered up like a freaking Eskimo. Oh, thank you so.
Yeah, because she knows what you wear when it's cold outside, Betty. That's why Marissa probably was dressed like an Eskimo, because she knows it's 32 degrees and that's how you should dress.
Do you see Sinner's comment?
Oh, about the macaroni?
Yes.
Yeah, so our resident comedian Sinner says, Betty never got a macaroni decorated Valentine card, and it shows. Yes, I agree. She looks better in sweaters and actual blouses, not halter tops and swimsuits. Yeah.
Gina's funny. Spoiler alert, it's cold in Idaho in the winter. Oh gosh.
Yikes. All right.
So much. God bless you. God bless you. Let's see what we got here. Well, ours was easy to count. 0. But there's always next year. Aww. Yeah, there's a lot of lonely people out there for the Christmas holidays. A lot of people struggling. A lot of people that, just just aren't in it. Like even me this year, I didn't decorate. This was one of the very first years I've never decorated for Christmas. And it must not just be me that's not in the, Christmas spirit. I know many of you guys are in the Christmas spirit, but my entire county is not in the Christmas spirit. Yesterday, let me just give you guys an example. Our county is usually festive. It's usually festive. We have, decorations on the power lights and stuff like that. But we have a new commission body here, a lot of new people. I don't see how this should have fallen through the cracks, but I was sorely disappointed to see hardly any county Christmas decorations.
All right, this right here is a lie. It's a lie. Burnt Toast done a video on this, and she went through and showed all kinds of pictures of her county decorated for Christmas. Christmas trees, lights, regular, just decorations, a place where you could go and have pictures made with kids, your pets, whatever. So that is a lie. Yes, it's a lie.
And she also said power lights. I'm guessing she means like either like the lights they have on the pole, like the light poles. I'm guessing that's what she meant.
Probably.
What did Blank Screen said grift miss. Yeah, there we go. Yep.
It matters for people like me being down there, people like you going to your county commissioner meetings and, having your voice be heard. Had I known that they were not going to be putting up a stick of decorations this year, you bet your ass I would have been raising holy hell at the county commission.
Oh, and I had a feeling she was going to say HE double hockey sticks on Christmas. Talk about sacrilege.
And when this is all said and done, bet your ass, I'm going to be there and be asking my county commissioners why our county looks so bleak for Christmas. Why did our county look so bleak for Christmas? Nothing. And I didn't know because I'm always home.
Oh, say that again.
I said, I'm just talking to her. It wasn't bleak. There were decorations everywhere.
Look at that pause. That's quite the side eye, Betty.
I don't really travel or go out. If I need something, I order it. Occasionally I'll go out and get groceries, but it's just right up the road here to the Winn-Dixie. And or the Publix. Publix just a little further down. Depends on whether I want boarhead meat or not. And I didn't notice. Well, I picked up Marissa yesterday from the Ritz. She flew in. She went to.
Oh, yes. So for those of you coming in who want to see her response to me, yes, I will share that again. So on this past Wednesday, Betty was looking for a document. And so during my live, as she was looking for at least 5 minutes, if not 10, I said, let me go. I'm going to try to find it while I'm just having her play. I found it within a minute. I found it. So this is all I wrote. I said, document you could not find. And I put the link. So she responded this morning. So again, I mean, she did tell the truth. She probably didn't check emails since whenever, because this was from Wednesday. She responded this morning and said, don't make contact with me again, ! Do not send me messages. Do not tag me in your videos, ! No contact means no contact, ! So I said I would honor her request not to message her again or contact her. However, hashtagging is part of the First Amendment and free speech. So I will hashtag all I want. So yes, that was her response to me. She did say boarhead sinner. That's why I was giggling, because I was thinking gray meat in my head instead of boarhead. Yes, because I helped her. Yeah, and that's all. That's all. And if Blank Screen's in here, if he's okay with me showing you his response, I will. But, that's his story to tell, unless, I'll just say, like, he had my back. And I appreciate it, even though, Blank Screen did not have to do that. But yes, I was just trying to help her. This is the first email I have ever written to this lady. the first time I ever emailed her. But, you know, like, okay, I won't contact you, but I'm going to hashtag you as much as I want. Thank you, Lindsay. We appreciate that. Oh, it's okay, Piglips. Piglips says she's way behind. That's okay.
To her unit, which is only literally 9 minutes away from me. It's great. So like when she gets back from her family functions today, she's literally just 9 minutes down the road. And but I had to go pick her up from the Ritz, which means I had to travel down 41 in my county all the way to Sarasota to pick her up. And then from Sarasota, from Sarasota to Port Charlotte to drive her to meet her sister. The interstates, nothing. This is not the county I grew up in. Like literally every other light pole in this county has always had a lit display on. And even if it wasn't every other pole, it was like every 2 or 3 poles. But there was some kind of decorations here. Am I alone in this? Dude, does anybody else have concern? Is everybody's county just, are we giving up on Christmas? Is the country giving up on Christmas? That's what I'd like to know. Because like I said, I was very upset. My son's birthday was December 7th. He always saves his allowance, birthday money, and he had 50 saved. So Christmas, he had less presents. And he was like that. What do I have? Less presents as well. What is that? Okay. Geraldine says, this is cute. My son's birthday was December 7th. He would always save his allowance, birthday money, and he had $50 saved up. So Christmas, he had less presents, and he was like, that's what, do I have? It's like that. I think there's some misspelling there, but I get your point. Okay, so he has less presents. That's cute.
There's not misspelling. Oh, yeah, there is. Less present. It should be presents, not presents. Yeah. And yes, Sinner, she's going to take both to court. Exactly. This lady sent me one email. Well, she doesn't even, well, I guess she knows I'm a lady because my name's Emmy, but I emailed her once and I sent her a link of a court document. Like, good luck with that. But then she sends me a clearly irate response back. And I mean, I was just trying to help. Oh, thank you, Laura. I appreciate that. Chat is flying. And Bash, we've got 214 people in here with us. I'm wondering I'm wondering how many Boo Boo had this morning. I'm trying to think when I screen recorded her, I think it was 300 and something. But again, she was ranting, so that could be why. But I mean, this is pretty comparable to this lady who has,
Yeah, she's been on here for 2 years. You've been on here for what, 4 or 5 months?
Well, I mean, I started my channel at the end of February, but I didn't really get started till mid-April. So like 2 months, I've really been focused on this heifer. Yeah.
It's cute. And it's great to teach young kids how to save. I think that was one of the missing pieces, because I mean, even though my household was kind of messed up, I mean, it wasn't that we were short on, financial health. My dad worked himself to the bone. So we did have, money. So when it came to stuff, it's great that you're teaching kids how to save. That's the one thing that was never instilled in me or my sister was the saving aspect. We always tried to, but you always knew that mommy and daddy would come and save you. So if you had $20 and you wanted to buy that candy or that shirt or that thing that your parents don't know you're wanting to buy and you're out of money, you just go ask the daddy for some more money. He'll give it to you because he wants you out of his hair. Right? So, that was the one thing I didn't have it took a long time into my adulthood to finally realize the value of saving money But when I was growing up.
But I thought she was born with a silver spoon.
Yeah, she has said that before.
So
one day it's a silver spoon, the next day it was an abusive home. So I don't know.
So I'm glad you're teaching your children that young. So much for the sunshine. I told Marissa to take the damn cold back with her. It didn't get cold until she came into town, and then hell froze over.
Probably because you knew you were coming.
And so we have cold Florida. I'm just joking. I'm just joking, Marissa. I'm just joking.
Oh my God,
calm down. No. I have to tell you, her and I have we do have fun when we're together. And she took me out to lunch. We were trying to figure out where the heck to go. You know, she's here. She's not wanting to cook. I'm by myself. I'm damn sure not cooking. And so we're like, okay, it's Christmas. What in the world is open? I don't think I have ever, in the whole 43 years of my existence, ever eaten out on Christmas. Ever. I really don't. This was like the first. So Marissa popped Bullhorn Betty's cherry on some Chinese food.
Oh, I forgot about her saying that.
And to talk like that on Christmas, like, what the heck, Becky? Oh my God. I'm thinking of the song. Oh my God, Becky. Look at her butt. Sir Mix-a-Lot. Betty, why would you talk about something like that? And I haven't watched any of this, so this is all new to me.
I think we touched on this the other day when she was, she had went off about some guy creator. And for some reason, she can always gear it towards something sexual.
Yeah, she is 43. Keep it real. She'll be 44. She's a year younger than I am. I just turned 45 in May.
Yeah, her birthday's in September. And that is sad that I know that much about her.
I know. I mean, we know more about her than she remembers about her own subs. And that's sad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we went to the Chinese restaurant, and I remember we were pulling up in it. And I got to admit, the outside of this building is, it's basic. So, and it probably could use some paint. So we're on the outside of it. Marissa, you're probably going to see the video because she videotaped the And she's like, I don't know about this place. I'm like, it's beautiful on the inside. Come on in. And she did like it. It was good. But the reason why I go to this particular buffet is not because it's a buffet. I mean, we could have ordered Chinese.
And thank you so much, Clover. Welcome to the Stoners. And no, not that type of stoner. Yes, I appreciate it.
When you picked it up, but it's because they have sushi. If anybody knows, I love sushi. And I could have all you can eat sushi. Are you kidding me? But Marissa bought Bullhorn Betty lunch today, by the way. Thank you, Marissa. Thank you. Thank you for spending the morning with me. But her and I sat there and talked, and we played. She had those beautiful earrings she just bought in Boston, and she let Bullhorn Betty try them on. I was like, ooh, look at this. I have to admit, they are heavy earrings. The earrings that you saw in that picture, they're pretty heavy. They're really
Did you see the earrings?
And if you don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't. Oh, she's going to show them? She's going to show them, apparently, because she says, if you don't know what I'm talking about. No, I don't remember. Are they the ones she wore during that, interview? Not interview.
I don't remember. All I know is they're gaudy looking. I wouldn't wear them.
It was like the pitch for the reality show. Did she wear it during that?
I think so.
Okay, because I vaguely
or at least
remember
part
them.
of it.
Okay, so she'll probably... Oh, Gina was military too. Thank you, Gina, for your service. We have a few military peeps. Bash is also military.
Yes, ex-Air Force.
All right, so let's see these earrings. I don't wear earrings, so let's see what they look like.
About give me 2 shakes, and I will pull it up.
Her 2 shakes.
Beautiful earrings. I'm surprised she let me stick them in my ears.
Like, why is that funny?
All right, let's pull this up. They did change my entire...
Listen, Smoky Blue Days, 44 does not look like that. I am 45, and granted, people think I'm in my late 20s. Like, it's a blessing and a curse. Especially when you're a teacher, kids think that you're closer to their age than their parents. But when I first started watching Betty, I thought she was in her mid to late 50s. I did not realize she was actually younger than me. So, yeah.
It's just so frustrating. Can't believe they won't let me hook that back up. Okay, here we go. There they are.
It's hard to see them, but are they dangles or they're short earrings?
I think they're dangles.
Oh, okay. So now I can see it kind of is like, it almost looks like a feather. It goes down towards like her shoulder.
Yeah, I think they're made out of some kind of crystals or something.
Oh, okay.
Expensive crystals.
And she's wearing the same outfit that she's wearing on this live. So that's interesting. Zoom in, Betty.
Get that bigger? There we go. Double trouble in town. See those earrings? Right there. I think I did a better one. There they are. There they are. That's right there.
I'm going to have to see, like, this looks like it's on her community, or she probably has another video. Maybe the Christmas video that I was going to play, but Marissa swears too much. She probably has them on in that one. I'll have to go look so I can see them better. But yeah, those don't look that great.
Don't ask me to say what kind of crystals they are. They're very swanky, but I can never say the name. Swarovskis, whatever, you know. But they were those earrings that I'm wearing right there, that I'm touching with that index finger, apparently cost Marissa. I don't know if her husband knows this yet or not, but if he doesn't know, I'm telling on you, Marissa. I'm so sorry. Adrian, don't kill her and don't kill the messenger. $500, over $500 on those earrings right there in my ear. Yes. And they were gorgeous. And they had like literally every color imaginable in these earrings. These earrings literally could be worn with everything. Everything. I love those earrings. Just a little too heavy. But you guys know I'm a hoop girl, right? I'm a hoop girl. I'm one of them. Merry Christmas, guys. It's nice to see you all. I know I didn't get a chance to say to you guys hi individually. As you know, these chat rooms fill up more and more, and it makes it almost more difficult to read, the comments and stuff. So if it gets too much for the mods, let me know. I did not slow the chat down, but if I need to go back to slow the chat down, just let me know, and I'll be happy to do that. But everything else has been really good. I hope everybody's having an amazing Christmas. Let's see what we got going. Been feeling down today. I was in a good mood all month, mostly until today, of course. Aw, Rebecca, I'm sorry. Actually, I was just the opposite. I have been.
So again, this Rebecca is saying, feeling down, instead of, talking to her, making it about Rebecca, she just says, "Aw," and then she goes right into how she's feeling. She doesn't even acknowledge or give credence to Rebecca's comment.
Well, of course not.
I've been dealing with some personal issues that I needed to step away for and just get clear in my head. What was going on? What was my path forward? What do I need to do? Those types of situations. And so I just took some just a lot of stuff. You guys know that, my dad and I don't really have a very good relationship. He did try to stop by here, I believe, when I was either in Idaho or in Georgia, because I saw a card in the door. So I know my dad stops by here every now and again just to check on me and say hi, but I really haven't seen him in a really long time. So this time of the year is really funky for me. Usually it's from my birthday, and my mom can tell you this, and I'm sure if she comes on here, which you guys will hear from her probably after the new year, but every year, from my birthday to the end of the year is really rough on me. It's been like this for, I want to say, a good 15 or 20 years. And but it's only really this time, it gets really bad this time of the year. But this year wasn't too bad because I've been on the road. I haven't really had a whole lot of time to think, about what's been going on, about the holidays, the meaning of the holidays, the meaning of family and all these other things that go on. I didn't have time to get too far, down. But being home from this last Idaho trip, it was really rough on me, coming back here, and I'm dealing with the roof is still not taken care of. I still haven't heard from FEMA. I've got some other issues going on here. It's just life, issues that come along with life and in owning a home. Home ownership is not cheap, right? Even when you buy and pay for the house, you still have the maintenance and all the stuff that can go wrong with a house, like a roof blowing off in a hurricane.
Your roof did not blow off, Betty.
No, it didn't.
And I know that it didn't because I actually did go back and watch the video of her walking around her house, showing pieces of her roof or the layers of the roof. Her roof did not blow off. It was I think 3 sheets of whatever that layer is called. If it's tar, I don't know. I have a metal roof myself. So yeah, her roof did not blow off. So she's full of crap. And I saw a comment in chat. Where did it go now? Jean had said, I'm hearing Toby Keith. I want to talk about me. And speaking of Toby Keith, I actually saw a news thing came through my phone today. He had been battling cancer, and he's still battling cancer. And so for the first time in a year, he posted an update on social media, and gosh, he doesn't even look like the same. You can tell it's him, but he's so much thinner and he's aged. Cancer has definitely aged him. So, just if you're a Toby Keith fan, he says what's on his mind, and I admire him for standing up to a lot of things that aren't right in this country, whether you agree or not. I don't agree with everything he does, but just to send good vibes to him, because it was shocking, to say the least. Oh yes, Laugh at Life. Yeah, I came through and I was like, that just when I saw that comment, it reminded me of the story that I read. Yes. I see that documentary attempt as them dressing up in hooker fatigues to search for missing children. Right.
I put a really good picture of those earrings in Discord for you.
Oh, yep, I did see it. So let me see. Oh, here, open in browser. I don't want it in that browser though. So let me see if I can copy. Let me go back to Chrome. Perfect. Ooh, okay. Okay, let me share this with the viewers. I don't even know. It looks like a distorted ice cube.
I don't like them. I think they're gaudy looking. I sure wouldn't pay no $500 for them.
Heck no, that's a car payment. Or, living up here, that's 2 months, well, not even 2 months of heat and electricity in the winter. But yeah,
I mean, some people may be into that thing, but for me personally, I don't like them.
No, I mean, and for $500, I'd rather get some kind of diamond stud, or I don't know, you could get something much prettier than that.
Oh yeah, definitely. But of course, you see who bought them.
Right.
Miss Gaudy herself, Marissa. Right.
Exactly. It does. It looks like costume jewelry. That's exactly what it looks like.
Yep. But yeah, I went through her community post, found that, and blew it up so you could really see what they look like.
Outlaw says it looks like one dice that's been smashed. That's actually a good way of putting it. Oil slicked dye. That's what it looks like.
I just think they're gross.
No, I wouldn't wear them even if I did wear earrings. No way.
Yeah, Sapper K, apparently those belonged to Molly Golightly. She was down in Florida for Christmas visiting her sister and hooked up with Betty for that documentary. She's the one that bought them. And Betty said they cost a little over, what, $500?
Yeah, that's what she said.
And that Molly let her try them on. Oh, Lord, what's Sinner up to?
Sinner said someone should slap a cowbell on her, so at least you could hear her coming.
Well, you know what? Those look almost as big as cowbells, so there you go.
That's true. You could just put,
Put the little ding-a-ling bell in it.
Oy.
And I should say shingles. Good Lord, we wouldn't want people thinking that the whole damn roof, like I'm sitting in a house and the sun is beaming on my head. I mean, clearly that's not the case. But there is no shingles up there on the roof.
She doesn't have a shingle roof.
Right.
We come to that conclusion, right? That she does not have a shingled roof.
It was, I don't remember, but in chat, people knew what she was talking about. It's like the different layers of
asphalt stuff or something. I don't know.
That's right. Right.
Yeah, on her little walkthrough, there was a shingle in her yard that had apparently blown over from the neighbors. It wasn't hers.
Right. So I don't know what she's talking about.
Bunched up like freaking spaghetti. But either way, just life stuff. It always seems to always hit the wrong times and things of that nature. And this is the second year that I've been alone for Christmas. I've been divorced now for about a little less than a year of physically being divorced from my ex-husband. But we separated. We separated in May 2020, I think it was. Yeah, it was May 2020. We separated. And so, maybe it was May 2021. We're going into 2023. So it's May 2021. So Christmas of 2021, and now this is Christmas of 2022. So this is my second Christmas alone. This was the second Thanksgiving that I didn't have or plan a party. But every year I always have my mom, I have my friends, and everything like that. But this particular year, everybody, is going somewhere, had things to do this particular year. So it's just been a little hard, but it hasn't been as hard as prior years. I don't know if you guys are the same way or not, but it hasn't been. But again, I've been on the road. I haven't had time to really think about stuff. I mean, think about it.
And as Keep It Real says, and go talking about herself as that comment is up. Exactly. So she's still going on about woe is I, instead of helping make the person in her chat feel better about not feeling, very in good spirits today.
Yeah, when she said she usually has her family and friends over, counting Andra, that would be what, 3 people in the house? Her mom and her one friend.
Right. And maybe she does say her neighbor comes over a lot. I don't know how true that is, but yeah.
Oh, is she talking about the retired military guy?
Yeah. I mean, she's talked about him recently. I don't know, like how much she talked about him before, because I didn't watch her, but she does seem to talk about him. I agree, Brad. Nobody wants her around to ruin the holiday.
Well, she said her neighbor watches out for her house when she's working on the road. So I guess that's the same guy.
Yeah, I think so.
Idaho, covering the Michael Monkey Bond case on my birthday, September 17th. And then after that, we come home. It was Hurricane Quentin. It was just one thing after another. I had no time to stop and think.
Pig Lips and Backflip says, don't forget her BFF, the coffee pot.
Oh, yeah.
That big urn. Well, I think of urn. That's not what you call them. Is it like I always say it wrong. Carafe?
carafe, yeah.
I think I had this discussion before because I remember saying Target, carafe, make it sound more bougie. But yeah, like her big coffee thing.
Well, these last few weeks I've had nothing but time, and we're coming up to 2023. You guys know.
Oh, you had nothing but time, yet not too long ago, Betty, you said you've been working 2 years straight with no break.
Mm-hmm.
How about those apples?
Yeah, there's a video. She took that 10-day break from the 15th to the 25th. Well, on the 20th, I think it was the 20th, she posted a little video, like 10 minutes or something, that she had made from her bed, talking about her vacation from YouTube, pretty much.
I'm going to have to check that one out.
I'm not really I don't do like New Year's resolutions. I do goals, and I had to figure out, and kind of, planning for 2023. And so part of that planning is deciding, what I need to do, where I need to go, how I'm going to achieve that, with this whole YouTube stuff. Many of you guys know I love collaborating with other creators. I think that really does help these cases. It's very important to collaborate with other creators, especially when you're trying to help in cases. So I love the collaboration aspect of it. But, and of course, we've got the exciting stuff coming up, which, I don't know how much MGL has told her audience about what we're doing here in Bradenton, but I'm going to keep it hush-hush until after we're at least partly through the process, and then we'll at least I'll let you guys know. So you might want to go, I don't know what MGL is telling folks, so I don't want to inadvertently say something I'm not supposed to.
So Crazy Daisy says, yeah, the neighbor helped her with her generators, and she got mad that he made himself a cup of her coffee and didn't tell her.
I remember that.
What a bitch.
I've forgotten about it.
Like, who cares? He's helping you, and he made a cup of coffee. I would have been like, oh, yeah, help yourself. I don't care.
Yeah, if there's something in the fridge you want to eat that too.
Wow.
And she doesn't work with other people. She bosses them around. You've heard the way she talks to Olivia. She didn't work with Olivia. She ordered her around. That's all she ever done.
Look how she tried to boss me around in that email.
Mm-hmm.
And all I did was send her a link. Like,
exactly.
Geez Louise.
I just can't imagine any other creator working with her. It's just insane.
I know. Like,
oh my gosh. If he releases information, I'll be releasing it as well. So it's kind of like, that's the way I think it is. So I know you guys are fairly, some of you guys are fairly lonely, and some of you guys are just already done with Christmas. You had your kids open a million freaking gifts. You know what? I got to tell you this story. I have to tell you this story. It used to annoy the living snot out of me. Okay. And I'm sure my stepdaughter is still doing it. I'm sure she's still doing it. You just don't change those things. You just don't change those things. But it's so funny because I remember that little skit, where you have to measure or, add up the presents and make sure, and the presents just keep growing and growing and growing because you're constantly trying to make sure you have she had 3 kids. So it's not like 1 or 2 kids. She had 3. And every year she had so many gifts, literally so many gifts that it would line the tree, around the tree, and up the walls. Literally stacks of stuff up the walls. Hours it took the kids to open their gifts. It took so long to open their gifts, they would fall asleep opening their gifts. I personally believe that is utterly insane. That is way too much for a child. And not only that, but if you're spending that much money, they can't even play with all those toys in a year. So I never understood it. I think it was just, the kids and having lots of gifts.
Okay, so let me get this straight. you are complaining that some children get too many gifts and they wouldn't be able to play with all of them over the year. Yet you are requesting how many types of technology on your wish list
that she
you
possibly will not use.
Because she won't be able to learn how to use over the year.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure kids could play with toys over a year. That's a long time. So I don't know. You make no sense, Betty.
I think was more of what she was going through. But she would literally start shopping for those kids because she budgeted it. She was very good with her money. I mean, nothing wrong with that. But she started shopping for her kids literally in June. Every June, she starts shopping for her kids for Christmas. And
when my daughter was little, I did too.
Oh, say that again.
I said when my daughter was growing up, she was little, I used to start shopping in June or July whenever I would be out and just happen to see something that I knew that she wanted. I'd go ahead and get it before they jacked the prices up for Christmas.
Right. And I know when we were kids, my mom would put a lot of stuff on layaway. I don't know if they still do that, but like they had like, it was like a Christmas club where I did that too. Whereas, if I got gifts from like my mom or dad, we would put them, on layaway, or they called it the Christmas club. And every week you would pay a certain amount towards the cost. And then it wasn't as much of a hardship as it would to, buy it flat out. So
yeah, Walmart used to have layaway. I don't know if they do anymore or not, but yeah, I mean, that was the affordable way to do it if you didn't want to just, dole out a whole bunch of money at one time, take several months to pay for it, and then you're done.
Right. Or, buy it in the summer when it's cheaper. Or even better, buy it after Christmas when it's even less than summertime.
Yeah, that was always good for like the big stuff, like gaming systems and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Start paying on them in June, and by Christmas they're paid for. And you don't really miss the money. If you're paying $10, $15 a week, you really don't miss that much.
Nope.
Not like shelling out $200, $300, $400.
Right. But clearly she doesn't understand because she's probably never done it.
Well, she's never raised kids. When she got married, her husband's kids were grown. She's never raised small children.
Right. So she hasn't had to do any of that.
Nope. She has no idea.
Of gifts from June to December. But it's the most insane. I think that's entirely too much.
She's also, just butthurt right there because she didn't get any presents.
Well, I don't know, Bash. I think she's showing us a present right now.
Oh, it's probably not from a family member or a friend. It's probably from one of her subs.
This is a shirt that Sonia.
Oh, Sonia, God. Her mod.
Made for us, or made for me. She made one for.
Oh, I'm trying to pause
Olivia, not the same one.
Well, that's, I think, right. So it says, wake up. It's going to be a good day. Coffee Club with Bullhorn Betty.
Yes, and those lyrics is something that she ripped off from a song somewhere. I can't remember where. So she's using copyrighted material on those shirts.
Isn't that interesting?
Olivia's is really cute too. But if you guys would like to get something like this, it's, wake up. It's going to be a good day. Coffee Club with Bullhorn Betty. She is selling those if you guys would like to get it. I'm going to actually reach out to Sonia.
They're making profit off of copyrighted material.
Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, I feel like I've heard that song because, in the YouTube library, I think it is. Because when I was going through that one song that I usually use.
Well, it's part of her intro. The song is too.
Yeah, and I think you have to pay, like, the song I have can't be used during lives, so I can only use that intro unless I want to buy a license every single time. I can only use it on videos or shorts, but that's 30 seconds. So I actually did reach out to the artist, and I was like, is there a way I can buy a license to just use all the time? Because Your song is amazing, and I'm obsessed. I have not heard that, though.
How much is something like that?
I have no idea. The license to use for one live stream was $10.
Oh, God.
I know. That's insane. And
Yeah,
the
it
first
is.
one I had was free. Like, they must have gave me like one to try out, but I was like, nope, not doing that.
No, I wouldn't either. That's too much.
Oh, that song is the Tampa news station. Crazy Daisy said.
I have no idea. All I know is Burnt Toast, bless her heart, she hits on everything. This girl's amazing. That's where I heard it, that it was actually copyrighted.
Very interesting.
Just a couple more of these shirts. I'm going to purchase them from her because I want to give these away on here as a raffled item. So I really love this shirt. It really does embody everything, that we are, and it's really done very well. So I think I'm going to go ahead and get a couple of shirts from Sonia, and we're going to raffle them off in the new year. And you guys can get yours. So I'm not sure. Maybe I'll get one of each. We'll get a small, medium, large, and extra large. I'll get 4 of them. So Sonia, whenever you get a chance, send me an email with the cost of 4 shirts. I'm just going to go ahead and pay you for them. And then, and I'll pay you for the shirts and whatever the mailing is. And then once we get the people, actually, yeah, I'll do 4. I'll do 4 shirts. And I'll just have you kind of make them when we get the people and just mail them off. So whatever the shipping and cost of the shirts are, just let me know. So we'll raffle off. Just know that after the beginning of the year, we're going to have a raffle, and we'll raffle off those shirts. Maybe I don't know what we'll do. I really don't know.
No, and I just saw your comment. She only actually raffled off 1 shirt. That's it. And she had said she was going to raffle off. Obviously here she said she was going to raffle off 4. And then I don't know if this was the same raffle that she did recently, but that one she only gave away 1, and she said she was going to give away, I think, 3. So I don't know what she's doing here. Thank you, Tribal Gal. You're at the beginning, but you'll hear me shout you out.
Know what we'll do. I'm not sure if I'm going to do this as like a lottery, like buy a ticket or buy something like that, like $5. You put your name in a hat or something, and whatever proceeds we get, we'll donate somewhere. Maybe that would be, in the spirit of Christmas and the New Year. Maybe we'll do something like that. But again, not ready for that quite yet. But I'll get with Sonia, and it's just, I was just brainstorming while I was online here with you. Would you guys put in 1 in the chat if you guys think that you would enjoy doing something like that? It'll be for a good cause. Oh, I'm missing some.
Oh, your pocket.
Okay, I got information on that song.
Oh, yeah.
It is actually a song. It was released in 2022 by an artist called Neffex, Neffex, from their album called Play Dead. So it is a real song written by a real artist that these people are using. Right, now, the news station, I'm sure that they've got something worked out with them, but Betty, no, she does not.
And I believe, if I'm not wrong, Neffex, it actually does no copyright music.
They might, I don't know, but would she still be allowed to use their lyrics on a shirt for profit?
Oh, that I don't know. That's true. I mean, I think they allow you to use it in like your intro, or you know what I mean, like, or an outro, but that's true. I would doubt they would allow you to use it on a shirt to sell for profit.
Right.
Yeah.
So rough.
Oh God.
I've been gone for a couple of weeks. Work with me here.
Oh.
I forgot how to do this live thing. Okay. I'm so sorry. I forgot how to live.
It's so annoying.
Oh, Jackie, thank you. Merry Christmas. Hope you all have a day filled with love, laughter, and many blessings. And we are already starting. That's why we decided to go live with the Bullhorn Betty channel, because I did promise you guys a show. I was going to get through some music and stuff like that, but I figured just talking, because I haven't seen you guys. And we're going to open up the phone lines, either the phone lines or the chat room. I don't know. We'll try the phone lines, because I think you guys like that a little bit easier than coming up on panel. But if we get too many trolls on the phone lines, we'll just bring it up. We're going to have to pull it up on panel. But Karen, nice to see you guys. And to all my lovely moms.
So, did she used to bring people up on panel a lot?
A lot more than she does now.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it wasn't like some of the other creators that do panels every single day. No.
Oh, okay. But she would instead of the phone lines. Like now she just does phone lines, and it seems like she only really has a select few people call her because she hangs up on everybody else.
Right. Turkey Man, her mom, and who
Karen,
else?
right? Is that her name?
Karen, yes. I think so.
Mods that have been taken care of. They actually, to be honest with you, I gave the mods, a few days off too, right? If I take days off, they take days off. It's got to be good for the soul. But I know they miss me. And I miss them equally. Thank you so much, Jackie. I appreciate that. And I see Ruby in the house. Nice to see you, Love Bug. You're not alone, buddy. We all have our own battles. Yeah. And you know what? But see, when I was growing up, you didn't talk about it,
Oh my God.
And I think now as life goes on, we're realizing that, some of this stuff needs to be purged. We all go through some stuff. Why not help? Like even some of the stuff that I've been going through, like I was talking to Olivia, and her and I, it's the power, the flower power, just talking to another woman and another female, giving their perspective and how to handle certain, it's nice. If many of you guys don't know my story, I used to be a major tomboy, horrible tomboy. Like I would jump over a Barbie doll for a G.I. Joe truck in a heartbeat. My sister played with Barbie dolls. I played with the monster truck that had the claws coming out of the tires, if you get my drift. This is a true story. So I was like, just a major, major tomboy. So growing up, from elementary school on up to about middle school, my best friends were always boys. They were always boys. I remember my very first best friend in kindergarten, his name was Tyler Hoffman, BFF. And then I realized that he literally lived across the street from me. And it took like a freaking half a year to realize the kid lived literally across the street from me. And then not only were we friends, but we were also became really good friends with his sister, Leslie. But we all grew up together. We did a lot of stuff. Tyler ripped my toenail off when I was younger when we went to Jenny Springs, and he was playing with a freaking hatchet shovel thing and hitting something and slipped and got my toe. So lots of memories there. But, it was...
Okay, so I'm going to bring this up again. So she can remember this boy in kindergarten using a machete-like gadget to hit her toenail or cut her toenail off, but she can't remember to go to a subs live in the morning. Like... Again.
Yeah, it's because she's obsessed with Koberger.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Catherine. The friends are gone. Oh, hey, no wire hangers. Driving and listening. Yes, don't forget to hit the like or dislike. It doesn't matter. Engagement is engagement. I don't mind.
It's one of those things that whenever you grow up, you don't realize the importance of having those female connections. Now that I'm an older female, a woman, an older woman, middle-aged woman, yes, right? Past 40. So now I realize the importance of having those female connections, that female friendship, because there's stuff that you go through in your life that men will never understand. And likewise with guys, you know, you talk to your male friends for information. You don't I mean, yeah, you may talk to some of your female friends, you know, but that's more of an insight on the woman versus you. But when you're talking about yourself, you're going to want to talk to another dude. You're not going to want to tell a girl your private business unless you've got a friendship. Like I had a best friend like that we told each other everything. Like,
so she's saying she would just tell some random dude her personal information. Now she just hangs up on them. So she makes no sense. Like, I would only tell my close friends my personal business. I'm not going to tell some random dude, hey, I'm having this problem. And that person's going to look at me like, what is wrong with you? Like, get away from me. I don't understand. And so welcome everyone who is coming in late or has just joined us. I appreciate you. And if you don't know Bash the Tragedy Pimps, we do a live every Saturday to bash Betty. And today the live is from December 25th, 2022. So just this past December. And hopefully we get to the part I wanted to get to, because she talks about how she gives during the holiday season, and it's pretty interesting to say the least. Right.
Yeah, so I think the Toys for Tots people are still waiting on her donation that she promised to make with her money she made yelling outside of Quentin Simon's house. She never made that donation.
And that's pretty sad.
Yep. I mean, the month that they were down there, do you know how much money they made?
I can only imagine.
It's unreal.
And she kept all of it?
Yep. I mean, I'm sure part of it was for motels or hotels and stuff, but yeah.
Right. But she made bank on someone's demise.
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
It's just everything. Nothing funny, nothing like that. But we did just tell everything about everything. So there are some sweet people that have relationships like that. But it's still the importance of having those female friendships. Like when I was younger, I could care less whether I talked to a girl or not. I was that much of a tomboy. I wasn't into the guys. I wasn't into guys until I was well into high school. Probably because I was a tomboy and I looked at them more as friends than anything. But at the end of the day, I was a tomboy. Now I have a lot of female friends, and I can't imagine life without them. I can't imagine why I grew up without a bunch of girlfriends, right? Like everybody has a bunch of girlfriends. Aww. Lady Wayne, nice to see you.
Love the orange hair. What?
Lord have mercy. You know what? Get that. You're going to pay for that? Well, I appreciate that.
So let me go back, because I thought that was a troll comment, and she obviously didn't realize it until after.
Aww. Lady Wayne, nice to see you. Lord have mercy. You know what? Get that. You're going to pay for that? Well, I appreciate that. Go have a Merry Christmas. And I'm sorry.
You're blocked.
If you're blind, there's nothing I can do.
It does look orange. I didn't notice it before, but thank you, person in chat who pointed that out.
Do about that. But orange hair? I'm not sure if anything in my hair looks orange. But that's what you do on Christmas? Maybe you need to go get a bed sheet and go to your satanic ritual. You can't even be kind for one day.
Wow.
Can't even be kind for one day. You're despicable. Just despicable.
See, now I would have had fun with it because,
I know.
Everybody knows I'm from Tennessee. I love my balls. Our color is orange and white. And if somebody had said, I love your orange hair, I'm like, oh, good. Is it, UT orange? I would have had fun with it. But no, she has to get all pissy and probably block them. And take their money on top of that.
Or, yeah, like, have fun with it. Like, it was $2. Like, love the orange hair. And I'd be like, oh, really? You think it looks orange?
My hair is way too dark to turn it orange, or I would during football season.
Yeah. Well, now that the lady pointed out, it does look the top does look a little bit darker than the bottom.
I wonder if it's a reflection of some of the lighting.
It could be.
Yeah.
But yeah, somebody, that dude says that struck a nerve. Yes, it sure did.
Everything with her strikes a nerve. Now, come on. Emmy can't even send this lady an email. Doesn't say anything to her, just sends her a link, and she loses her shit. Okay?
I should say, Lord have mercy to her.
She gets so triggered over everything.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, thanks for the $1.99. I'll take money for insults. You guys want to insult me? Make sure you pay. All right. There was another one in here, but I'm pretty sure the next one's going to be nice because everybody's nice today. Okay, so everybody's kind of, and I forgot I even asked that question, but I'm now down to the one. So it sounds like everybody would like to do something like that. Okay, so we'll, if Sonia's in the chat room, yeah, Sonia, get with me and we'll, oh, thank you, Donna. It's nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while, babe. Hope everything is going well. Going well with you. Thank you. God bless you. So
yeah, apparently this was the startup of her illegal raffle. Them talking about it and stuff.
Right. And when I'm trying to think, it seems like it was a while ago, but I feel like it wasn't that long ago that she actually did do the raffle. Like she picked the winner. Yeah. And so she only gave away one shirt and not 4 like she initially said.
Well, when she started the raffle, people were giving her a hard time in chat, and she went on and on and on about how she had talked to YouTube and it was legal and blah, blah, blah. But she was explaining how it was going to be done and that it was a third party and they would be picking the winner. Well, on that Saturday that the winner was chosen, who picked it? She did. She did not show her screen. So we don't know really and truly who won it.
Right. She could have just picked somebody that she knew.
And it ended up being somebody who is always in her chat that won.
Right. Yeah. And that was shady, if you ask me.
Yeah, very shady.
Aw, True Texan, thank you. I just wanted to top her $1.99. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.
We got the greatest people in chat, I tell you. They're just so funny.
Bullhorn Betty's big T hair. And then who was it? Gypsy Soul says,
go she put balls. Orange hearts with it.
Yep.
Aw. Big T, UT, Tennessee. Yeah.
Hey, Aesops. Hey, rapper. Betty was hot. She was hot under the collar. I don't know about hot, but she was hot under the collar today. That is for sure.
Have you noticed just about every day now she does some kind of rant about something?
Oh, yeah. I was hoping
she's angry every day.
I wanted her to rant about me. And she might have, but I don't think she did.
Yeah, I didn't get up in time to flip through all her stuff. I'll go back and watch it later. That would be so cool if you got a shout out.
Oh my God. I don't think she will.
I would have loved it if she said, I wish this headstones and headlines would quit emailing me. I don't need your help, Emmy, because she knows your name.
Oh, I know. I know she does.
That's
She
so
watches.
funny.
Or
Oh,
her,
yeah.
her subs watch.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Rapper, I know you were kidding. I'm just razzing you.
Thank you. And for all the people I see you in here. Merry Christmas to all my mods. Merry Christmas to all the other creators that are watching. Merry Christmas, guys. This comes once a year, and in the true spirit of the holidays, I just want everybody to know, let bygones be bygones for one day. And again, in the spirit of the holidays, I think it's very important to forgive people often. And you know what? You don't have to accept them back into your life, because the forgiveness is really for your healing, not theirs. So sometimes you just have to forgive people. It doesn't mean you have to forget what they did. It doesn't mean you have to be a rug to let them walk all over you. It doesn't mean you have to, forget. Everybody says, forgive and forget. No, I'll forgive you. I will forgive you. But I'm not sure if I will ever forget. Because if I forget, then I will probably allow it to happen again. And that's what we try to avoid, right?
You forget everything.
So Emma is in the house. Oh, and just, I don't know if I said this, but for those that are just joining in, don't forget to hit the like button. Betty fan, thank you for the lovely packages, right? I had Dunkin' Donuts this morning with bacon. Oh my God, bacon. I didn't even know Dunkin' Donuts sold like a side bag of bacon, man. Like that was ingenious, right? Don't give me the egg, the bacon, egg, cheese. Don't give me the egg, cheese, and biscuit. Just give me the bacon, baby. I just want the bacon. Well, be Betty fan. Be Betty fan.
What is so genius about a restaurant selling bacon?
I don't know. I'm guessing because she takes Dunkin' Donuts literally, and that they only sell donuts.
Oh, God.
I don't know. I mean, Dunkin' Donuts sells all kinds of stuff. Well, now they do. I mean, this, the past few years, I mean, back in the day, maybe it was just coffee and donuts, but they sell all kinds of stuff now. Most places.
I haven't been there in a while, but I know they sell more than donuts.
Yeah.
Not only that, but so sweet. And Karen, our friend Karen, sent Olivia and I 2 beautiful cards. Very nice. And apparently she sent me a gift as well, but it never showed up here. So she's working on that. And then, of course, we had these lovely shirts from Sonia. And just want to shout out to all those folks out there that sent me coffee money. And guys, I appreciate you. Like, I was on your mind even when I wasn't live. So it just really melted my heart. And I just want to thank you all for all that you do. Justice for All, he's in timeout at the moment. I see him in here saying Merry Christmas. He's in timeout. He was a bad boy.
What did Justin do?
I know. I thought she was just kidding. Like, he's in timeout. But
if he's in timeout, he can't comment, right?
Yeah. Unless she's saying, like, hypothetically, like, he's in timeout because he did, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Wonder what he done.
Up and there was snow all over the grounds, and the planes were grounded, and now he's grounded.
Oh, because his flight was canceled.
So unfortunately, and not only that, but Marissa's husband, didn't get to come on his plane either. So apparently, there's a big snowstorm out there. And when I was talking to my mom, and I told her, when we were leaving to go to Idaho, and she's like, there's like a polar blizzard right now. And I'm like, well, hopefully they don't mess with our plans because everything's already bought and paid for. And I don't think I paid for insurance. I don't know. Maybe I need to check and add the insurance this time of year because I wasn't thinking that there's a possibility that my plane could be grounded. So
I hate when she makes that noise.
I am just
Oh, I know.
teasing you, Justice. Yeah, I'm just teasing you. Oh, spoil Olivia for me. Oh, Paul, thank you so much. Yes, I will. I will absolutely spoil Olivia. Olivia, my BFF. I think at this stage, you know, in life, I think everybody that you're friends with is pretty much your BFF because our circle, like when we're younger, our circles are huge, right? We want as many friends. We want to be the most popular person in the whole world. We want this, that, and the other. And then right, you get older and those circles start getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Why? Why does that happen? Because you start realizing who people are. Have they lied to you? I was telling Marissa this. I can't stand a liar and I can't stand a thief. Those are two
so that
things
means she hates herself, right?
86
Right, because she's
a liar and a thief.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she may not physically walk through a store and steal something, but in my opinion, lying to your subs to collect money to go to DC for the children and going to a CPAC convention is stealing.
Right. And True Texan, I believe all of them are on the outs with each other. Yeah, Olivia hasn't spoken to her since the second trip they took to Idaho, as far as I know.
Yeah, not that we know of. I don't know about her and Dolly.
Yeah, JLR, I don't think he's really...
I think they're on the outs.
Yeah, she only... Well, when was it? She... In that one video she did, she said only Justin and Molly reached out to her.
Yeah.
So, and who knows if that was even true, but she didn't mention any of the others.
You out of my life quicker than shit. Is lie to me or steal from me. And, you know, depending on the lie, I can accept something. If you have a lie,
she lies and steals from her subs every day.
Yep.
Oh, God.
I've noticed that you're capable of doing it. But depending on the severity of that lie, I may just let it go. But just believe one thing. I hate a liar and I hate a thief. Even when I was younger, that's my mama. She always tried to blame all the problems I had on the kids that I was hanging out with. And I used to always tell her, Mama, they didn't think of that. I did. Quit blaming my friends. You want to blame somebody, you blame me. Yes. That's my mama. I mean, of course, when I was like 10, I may have said, oh, no, it was her fault. But by 14, I was completely independent. Don't blame my friends for the work I did. I think I did really great bad work. And I wanted to own the great bad work that I did. If I was going to be bad, I wanted to be bad all by myself. And I didn't want anybody taking credit for the work that I did to be bad.
And she still does a good job at being bad.
Yep. And taking credit for work that she doesn't do.
Right.
Like saying the whole, like, Kaylee followed her and all this other stuff. Like the interview with the Gonsalves family. And all kinds of stuff, you know, she didn't do, but she's taking credit for.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it warranted in a butt whipping. So if I'm getting that butt whipping, it better be deserving. I'm not getting my ass whipped for somebody else's mistake. I'm just letting you know. Just letting you know. Oh, good Lord. Oh, yes. Don't worry. They don't bother me anymore. And like I said, if they want to come in here, you know what they probably did? They're probably blocked. The only way they could post is to pay for it. So whatever. To each their own. I gained $1.99 from a hater. There's nothing better than taking money from a hater. Like your F the hater is $9.99. Hers was $1.99. You know how much more that her didn't hate money? Didn't hate money's valuable. Just remember that.
Why is she assuming that lady hates her just because she said her hair looked orange?
Right.
I think if it was a hater, they may have said something a little bit worse, especially since they paid for it.
Right.
How much advertising they give the Bullhorn Betty channel? Like, people are flocking over to this channel. They see Joe Blow, and they're like, if this crazy piece of crap doesn't like this woman, I'm probably going to like this woman, because I don't like this crazy piece of crap talking about this woman. So people are just running right on over here, running over to other places. You know, they're starting to get smart. I think people are starting to smarten up. That there are a lot of creators out there that are taking other people's work and disseminating that. They're reviewing Google articles and taking it as true.
And who does that better than Blowhard?
And she doesn't even take the article. She just takes the headline and the little synopsis you can see under the headline, which is what, maybe a sentence and a half, if that. And that's what the story's about. And she knows nothing else about the story.
That's right.
So again, she's
either that or she streams another channel's work all day and goes shopping or out to lunch or something.
Yep.
Without Catherine, stopping it, without providing commentary like you're supposed to do for fair use.
Right. Although she did actually, I thought she would for sure stream the Koberger hearings yesterday, and she didn't. She actually did give commentary, which I can't wait to watch because it's going to be entertaining.
Did she stream it or just make a video?
No, she reviewed it live this morning.
Okay.
I thought she would stream it. Yeah, I thought she would, and she didn't. And Catherine, I did hear her almost say, she almost said they don't F with me, and then she changed it. Yeah, I agree, Lisa. That's rich coming from her.
In these areas, everything that they've been talking about is the polar opposite of what we're actually seeing. And that's the difference in the value of having feet on the ground in these areas where these cases are breaking open.
Which does absolutely no good whatsoever, except interfering with police investigations, speculating, spreading rumors and false information. That's what her boots on the ground does.
Yep. And Mel Ben, welcome. I don't know if I've seen your name before, so welcome. Mel says, oh, did she take that TikTok about screams as fact and still has not removed it? Yes, she did. And no, she has not removed it yet.
Yeah, we discussed that yesterday.
Yep.
Maybe they don't know the story behind it.
Yep. But it's still on her page.
She retitled it. It's something else now. How many times did Brian Koberger drive by the house? Or I don't remember. It's something.
Something not even related to.
Right. But it's still there. It's still in there, but it is demonetized. She cannot get AdSense from it. Whether she realizes that or not, I don't know.
Little Ray of Sunshine says, she's so jealous of you, Headstone. She doesn't want you proving her wrong. Well, I'm going to keep on proving her wrong and calling out her misinformation because I can. And the First Amendment says I'm allowed to. So
now she's the only one that gets to use her First Amendment rights. Do you not know that, Emmy?
I know.
Nobody else can claim that but her.
Oh, Tribal Gal. So I don't know. She did a live this morning that was recent. I'm streaming an older live of hers because she was still live when we went live, and it's too hard to edit it because it's live. I can't get the timestamps right. Unless she's streaming something now that's older. But this is something I chose because her live was still going on when we went live. If that answers your question.
This case with the Idaho 4, Olivia has obviously a personal connection with one of the victims. And so that is actually driving us there. We haven't asked for any money for either trip. for the first one or the second one, but we have given you guys the opportunity, if you would like, you guys know these trips are expensive. So if you guys would like, as collectively, to be supporting one of these trips, this trip or our upcoming trips for 2023, please consider making a small donation to Venmo, Cash App.
Right. So we haven't asked for money, but here I am asking you for money. It's contradiction, Betty.
Or PayPal. That's the best way to get us the money that we need for these trips. But again, this trip is already paid for. If you guys know it has to come from somewhere. So if you guys would like to contribute, please consider doing that. I just want to thank everybody that's been purchasing items off my thank you wish list. We have a Bullhorn Betty wish list that kind of has a lot of equipment that we need for the work that we do. But people, had
I agree, Mel. She was completely out of line this morning, and I did clip. I only watched a little bit of her this morning, so I clipped what I saw because it was so egregious. I had said it at the start of this live. If you want commentary, I watch Lawyer You Know. I know Emily D. Baker did a breakdown of both hearings, I believe, yesterday. I mean, you have Law and Lumber, you have Uncivil Law, you have Runkle of the Bailey. I mean, there's so many legitimate lawyers who are practicing to get their interpretation. And I do plan on watching Lawyer You Know later today to see his breakdown. And then I'll watch this lady, which I already know she doesn't know what she's talking about because she just badmouthed the whole situation. Which, I mean, she can get as mad as she wants. They're not going to let her in.
Approached me and said, every now and again, we just want to get you something nice for yourself, not something for the channel, not something for this. And so I started thinking about it, and I didn't want to start commingling stuff on the wish list for.
So Just Debbie, welcome. Just Debbie asks, why are you always attacking Betty? I'm not attacking her. I have never seen Betty do anything to question. Why not do something more productive for content? Well, I believe what I'm doing is productive because the information that she provides in regards to true crime cases that are either current or ongoing is lacking factual information. Much of it is presented in a half-ass way. Not all of the information is presented, nor is it talked about or discussed. So, for example, there was a case that came out of Lebanon, Pennsylvania, of two children, one teenager, and an adult who was injured in a shooting. Instead of reading the actual story, she read the headline and only presented that an 8 and a 9-year-old were killed. Never did she mention the 19-year-old who was also killed, nor did she mention the neighbor, a 33-year-old, who was injured by a stray bullet. So I'm not attacking her. I'm reviewing her and presenting information that is factual and truth-based. That's all I'm doing. And I appreciate you subscribing in order to comment. And I hope that you stick around because you'll see that I'm not attacking anyone. We're just presenting information that we know about Betty that shows she's not the person she presents. That's all. So again, I encourage you to stick around and ask questions, and I will answer them the best that I know how. Hopefully my chat knows to be kind and not attack. And yeah, so if you have other questions, please ask. You can always email me if you would rather not ask the questions in chat. But, I implore you to stick around and, observe and and maybe take something from this.
Or the Bullhorn Betty channels. So I made a separate wish list item for thank you. And believe it or not, there has been several people that have purchased stuff off of that. Here's one of them. Just breathe. We need to learn that a lot more. I got these beautiful teal pillows that had like ruffles on them. They were like duvet covers, you know, like the duvets for the beds. They were actually covers for pillows. I thought that was ingenious, right? I don't need to buy another whole bunch of pillows for this house. I can just cover the ones I've got that don't match anything anymore. And they'll match. So it was really nice. It was really nice and very sweet. And I just want to thank all the people out there. God bless each and every one of you. Aw, thank you. My brain is a Rolodex. My brain used to be a Rolodex. I don't know what happened. I remember when I was younger, I rode in my dad's truck a lot, you know, and he was one of those men, like when the cell phones first came out. Now, I don't know if there's only a few of you in here that are old enough to know what a first cell phone looked like, okay? It came into a big bag, like yay big by yay big, that zipped up. If you wanted to use the phone, you had to undo the zip. It was really crazy, but these things were big. And they had the cord on them. And then they moved to these huge handheld thing that looked like a walkie-talkie on steroids. And I remember my dad, you know, he used to always do this, and he would be talking to them, and he was trying to get their information because he's a master electrician. So he's trying to get their address, their phone number, this, that, and the other. And I would hear him repeat it or something like that. And he was like writing it on his hand and stuff like that. You know how men that work with their hands and sweat, the stuff they write on their hands by about an hour or two, it's all smudged. You can't read it. And I remember my dad used to always say, "Oh, what was this person's name?" And I'm like, "Oh, it was so and so, and his number is da 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 da, and his address is da 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 da." I don't know where it came from, but that's the way I was. I was a walking Rolodex. I was a walking information machine. I still remember a lot of stuff. I still remember back when I was 18 months old, and my great grandmother, she was gray hair, curly hair, whiskery old lady, and I remember her kissing me, and I remember the whiskers on my cheek at such a young age. And my mom told me that my great grandmother died like when I was 18 months old to 2 years old. So I know that was the timeline that I remember her, which is hard to believe. But I literally remember everything. Now, as I'm getting older, I'm noticing the stuff that I'm learning now, I'm not quite remembering it as good as I
Can you pause that for a second?
Yep.
Did she say she remembers stuff from where she's 18 months old?
Yes, about her great grandmother who had
bullcrap.
a whispery face.
Bullcrap.
Mm-hmm.
You can look it up, and they will plainly tell you at that age, no, you don't remember it.
No, I don't. The earliest memory I think I have is when I was 4 or 5.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah, like kindergarten. Yeah.
18 months.
I remember from when I was a kid. Trust me, I remember.
No, you don't.
I don't know how. I can't remember the years and stuff like that. I can only remember that I remember being about this age when it happened. Oh, Lord. Oh, thank you, Jeannie. I appreciate it. God bless you. God bless you. And Merry Christmas to everybody. All right, guys. Well, listen, I'm going to go ahead and open up the phone lines. I just want to, say hi to each and every one of you that would like to call in. I'm opening the phone lines because I feel like you guys like the phone lines better. The only time I ever really shut them down is when the trolls are infiltrating the phone line, which I anticipate they will. But, at the end of the day, I would respectfully ask those trolls, it is Christmas. Just, why don't you guys get into the Christmas spirit and leave people alone for one day? It's not going to kill you, But I digress. To each their own. It talks more about them than it does about us. So here, don't start calling in yet. I haven't even turned the phone on yet. I forgot I was doing this. Oops. Oopsie. All right. Let's see. All right. Here we go. It is officially on. If you guys would like to call in, call in. there's not a whole lot. I mean, we can go over. I mean, if you guys really want to, we could go over some stuff related to these cases. You know, it's, again, all up to you guys as to what you guys would like to do. So if you guys would like to do it, please feel free to. All right. The first victim.
Can you pause that again for just a second?
Yep.
There's a comment in the chat from Gypsy Soul. She says she puts home decor on her Amazon wish list and people make these purchases. Did she misunderstand? At this particular time, she didn't have her wedding registry. She had her regular Bullhorn Betty wish list that had the office supplies, the phones, Sharpies, all this other stuff. She also had a Bullhorn Betty thank you wish list that had personal items on it that her people could buy her just as a thank you, Betty, for your wonderful work. Now, I don't think she still has that, but she did at this time. That's why she got the duvet covers.
Okay, and I just decided, while you were answering that question, I decided to go to Bullhorn Betty's wish list because I wanted to just show what types of things she has on there.
Yeah, well, at this time she had two.
But wouldn't you know, she's added a whole lot of stuff to her wish list.
Oh, dear God. What else could she possibly ask for?
She wants furniture for her new office. So she has,
oh my God,
mobily functional storage L-shaped computer desk that comes with a gray and rolling file cabinet.
How much is that?
$284.98. So I'll say about $300 with
$300 bucks. Jeez.
A bookshelf for $50. A wheelie, like one of those floor mats for your rolly chairs. That's $32. A new office chair. Yeah, she just got the gamer chair from her subs, right? I would assume.
Yeah, she doesn't like it because it makes her look like she has horns.
Right. Yes, we could look at the wedding list as well. She might have added more stuff to her wedding list. I'm not sure.
She did change the date because it was June of 2023, and now it's August. Yep, she moved it up a couple of months. She's still hoping somebody's going to buy that camera.
Yep. So we have the wheelie chair. We have another smaller bookcase, another rolling file cabinet, another L-shaped desk, reading glasses.
Oh my God, you can go to the Dollar Tree and get reading glasses, Betty.
A whiteboard with stand with markers, magnets, eraser, portable, double-sided whiteboard, blah, blah, blah. Binders, more binders.
Binders.
Sheet protectors. And I'm guessing this is probably, 4-pack. Okay, so that's not horrible. Binders are expensive. Here, 4 binders for $30. That's actually not horrible. Dividers, more binders. Tabs, Post-it notes or sticky tabs. And then this is all the stuff that she had before. But yeah, so this is, I have an Amazon wish list, but I help foster kittens and we run on donations. So my wish list, actually, I lie. I have one thing on the wish list for me, and it's a cat coloring book.
Aww.
Or something like that.
Oh, cute.
But the rest of the stuff is for the rescue. So for those of you who don't know that are new here, I do work with a very small rescue. I currently have 5 kittens, their mama, and then another mama cat whose kittens were adopted that are currently living in my kitten room. And I know yesterday I saw a post on Facebook that we are in urgent need of kitten formula. So I didn't even think about putting that on my wish list. So I have to do that later. But again, I would rather you just make a donation to your local rescue or animal shelter. I would say rescue, because rescues don't get, we're donation based, whereas a lot of the animal shelters do get funding. So I would recommend just, send a donation to your local rescues, because we're all volunteers. If we could get paid for it, it would be fantastic, because we love what we do. But unfortunately, there's no money in animal rescue. So
yeah, our animal shelter's always in need of the kitten food, the Fancy Feast little cans. So once a month, I try to buy at least, one case. Do what?
She did change the date. Now it's August 12th instead of June 12th.
Yep. Told you.
Yep. And so now here is her wedding registry. So if those of you who are in here who had questions, this is where Bullhorn Betty, who is her YouTube persona, is marrying Andra, who is her in real life. She's marrying herself in order to get, she already had the memory card purchased.
Yeah, somebody sent her that not long ago.
To get contributions toward a $4,000 camera. So that is, yes, and no worries, Gypsy Soul. That's why I do what I do, and Bash does what she does. We call out bad behavior, we call out mistruths, we commentate, and we educate, because the one thing that I will say, I educate my audience. If you have questions and I don't know the answer, I have, some of my mods will go look it up. Bash will look it up. If she's not on panel with me, she'll send it to me. Like, people send me things and then I can look at it. If I don't know something, I'm not going to answer. I'll be like, I have a notepad next to me that I write notes on as my live goes on. And then I look at it to see, what did I need to do? What timestamp did I want to look at? Those types of things. So questions are always welcome here. I'm not going to block you. I'm not going to yell at you. Yelling takes way too much energy, and it has no purpose. It doesn't change anything. You're just angry, and nothing's changed. So we welcome questions, and this is where, yes, and she actually, I believe she learned this idea from Dolly Vision, who was marrying himself. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that, but yes.
Yeah, she is Jimmy Jams, which is not even, his real name's Jimmy, but it's a different last name, but it's Jimmy Jams is marrying Dolly Vision.
Gotcha, so he was marrying himself.
Yep.
Right. And the reason that this is here is because what you can do, because it is so much money, you can contribute a certain amount of money toward the item instead of just buying it outright. Oh, Lisa, thank you so much. You're always so generous, and I will definitely, although I will say they're on a kitty treat restriction today, because I think I was giving them too many treats and they were having some stomach issues to keep it clean. So they are they're banned from kitty treats, at least for today. Because I bribe them very often, more than I should probably. Yeah, shelters, it's crazy the amount of, I think we have, I don't even know how many cats and kittens we have in the rescue. I know it's over 100. And right now, I think we're at 10 fosters. Some fosters have a lot. I used to be one of them, but I can only have my kitten room. So yeah. Oh, Outlaw Trucker, thank you. Dolly has the same camera on his wish list.
Now, Dolly has got a really, really, really expensive camera. I think it's the one from his wish list, because it was way over $2,000.
I wonder if I search.
Just type in Dolly Vision.
Oh, shoot. I clicked on the wrong thing. Oh, there it is. Oh, he's not getting married till 2024. Oh, everything was purchased. Okay. So everything that he had on his wedding wish list has already been purchased. Yep. There we go. He's getting married on Christmas 2024. All right, so we'll go a little bit longer and then we'll call it. This is the phone call I wanted to get to though, because this is where she talks about the homeless and veterans. So this is the part I wanted to get to because it kind of segues from yesterday's live.
Hi, Daddy.
Hello. I just want to hold on before you talk because we're doing things a little weird. Can you guys in there hear who's on the phone? Can you guys put a 1? Because I wanted to make sure the chat can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So hi, Merry Christmas. Who am I speaking to, and where are you calling from?
This is Suzanne from California.
Oh, it's nice to see you and hear from you, Suzanne.
I come on your panel before.
Okay.
It was only one time, but I just wanted to call and tell you Merry Christmas and stay warm and appreciate everything that you and Olivia and everybody's doing. I'm telling you what, that JLR, I can't keep up with punching his little thumbs up because he's doing so many whatever you call it down there. You know what I mean? He's doing a lot.
Yeah, he's been cranking out quite a bit of videos. I don't think he's even got all of his content from Idaho out yet. Might I don't know. I haven't really been speaking with him. With it being the holidays and all.
Well, and there's been several. I'm just going to say something about him because he's on your team, but if that's okay.
Yeah.
There's been several other people, stations or whatever that normally aren't listened to by us that have been mentioning them. They really like him this time around.
Yeah.
So he's been getting a lot of positive work done. The last thing that was said was,
and she's already bored with this phone call. I just saw her take a deep breath, like, where's this going?
About the drains. They want to check the drains to see if there's a weapon.
Yeah, no, he's definitely thinks outside of the box. He's been doing this a really, really long time. He understands what's needed and what what the talking points, and he's very good at finding information and keeping his audience entertained.
Well, I won't keep you long because I know there's a lot of people that want to call. But I had theories, and then I had another theory, and then I had another theory, and I'm like so not so much confused but overwhelmed. And then the last interview with the taxi cab, it's not called a taxi cab, but whatever his title was, that gave the girls a ride home.
I think it was an Uber driver, an Uber or Lyft driver. I'm not sure. I think they said Uber.
And he wasn't even talking about Adam or anything. He said the girls were just, back to themselves, not talking about nothing except getting home and eating their food. And the thought come across me, it just overwhelmed me. Those girls did not have a clue what was coming.
No, they didn't. Nobody did. I mean, that was just Susie says ride share. I guess there's a difference in that area between a Uber whatever ride share. So who knows what that what that.
It just overwhelmed me. They had not a clue what was coming, and now I'm back to, I don't know what happened. I don't know if it was a stranger or someone from the college, or we just need to find them. We just need to, oh my goodness, what a terrible, terrible, terrible thing to happen and not have the answers for it, for their families and everything. But I know you and Olivia do a great job.
Yeah. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. God bless you and have a Merry Christmas.
You too, and have fun with
Olivia, you're talking about going up to Idaho?
Yes.
That's okay. Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Well, hello, Miss Amy.
It's Amy. I've been missing you. I've been working like crazy. I don't get a chance to talk to you guys.
Yes. How is your Christmas going so far?
Actually, you know what? I do a good deed because I'm Jewish and I'm a nurse. I volunteered to help out today to give the other people that celebrate Christmas a break so they wouldn't have to go in and see a specific patient. So that's what I do to be nice to people because we're about to finish the 8 days of Hanukkah. So that's what I like to do to help people, to help, everybody's got to help each other. And, if we could do something nice, that's what I feel is good to do, to have let other people spend the day with their family and not have to go to work. So nurses and healthcare doesn't stop because it's a holiday. It's a 24-hour, 7 days a week, 365 days a year job. But I just wanted to say something in relation to JLR. If anybody wants to be mean to you guys, all you have to do is go back and see. There was a video I watched yesterday because someone drew attention in one of the comments about how a specific former FBI, former Navy SEAL agent by the name of Jonathan Gillum paid JLR a very big compliment. And I feel like whenever I see the trolls or the people that hate you guys, and I know the exact timestamp of the video, and I know what channel is. They can go back and look at that, and they could eat crow. Yeah, I'm telling you. And actually, I happen to have met this guy that paid the compliment to JLR because I went and I met him at a Veterans Day event. He wrote a very good book that everybody should read called Sheep No More. And it teaches people about situational awareness. And it teaches you how to look out for sectors and how to escape. Everybody needs to read that. He even put one out for children. It's like a children's appropriate kind of a child appropriate book that's developed, that's the appropriate, not to scare the kids. But I'm just sick of people being mean to everybody. And
because they think that they
are bad when you guys work so hard.
We do.
And you're trying to bring this awareness and bring people together and to try to make the world better in solving cases. And you know what I mean?
But let's look at the people that hate us. I mean, 90% of the people that hate us are actual drug addicts and people that have some major mental and emotional issues.
Absolutely. But I just wanted to say that, and everybody, I know it's hard. I think you were talking about how people aren't putting their decorations up. I think people don't want to spend money on electricity. Look at the bills that we're getting. The inflation right now, people are cutting back.
Yeah. But you know what? I mean, I'd still expect our county. I mean, our county has this stuff in a warehouse somewhere.
I know, but they, people don't want to work.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going on?
Yeah.
Places can't find people to work. People would rather stay home and dress. Everything closes. I see places around me that can't find help, so they have to close. And that's always the biggest problem today is your labor force with what's been going on in our country. Yeah. People would rather stay home and collect something instead of work and produce. So I just think that's the problem right now that's going on. It's just, even in healthcare, people, they can't find nurses to work. People are leaving professions. There's such a problem with the workforce shortage. So I'm just saying that could be one of the reasons. But people are afraid. They don't want to put their lights on now. I hear people at work, they're upset about the price of everything.
I went into Winn-Dixie they had eggs in Winn-Dixie for almost $8 for 18 eggs.
I saw Lysol for $12 a can.
I about fell
like, are you kidding me?
the hell over. When the hell I'm literally have lived in the United States for 43 years. 43 years. I have never once walked into a grocery store and seen 18 eggs for almost $8.
Do you know what I do now? Where I work at the hospital, I get cheap food. I go, it's good food. I get an employee discount. I get 2 trays for dinner, and it's cheaper.
Yeah.
I have to come up. Everybody has to come up with ways now to survive.
Yeah.
And I think everything is related to the crime, people stealing. I just hope that something happens with the inflation, because it's really destroying families, and it's really upsetting. So I don't know.
Well, think about it.
Wish everybody a nice, joyous season. And thanks I love all the work you guys do.
Aw, thank you. Thank you so much. God bless you, Amy. Take care, and thank you for taking over people's shifts.
I'm sorry, I'm always working and I can't talk anymore. So
That's okay. We got to pay bills.
Take care now. Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, so.
Something that she doesn't do.
Right. And I couldn't help but notice that every time Amy said something, I will say Amy held her own, though, because Betty was trying to talk over her and control the narrative, but Amy kept control, and I don't think Betty liked that. Because she always brings it back to her, and she couldn't do that as much as she did in this phone call. Oh, and
Amy has a real job and obligations and stuff. That's something Betty doesn't know anything about.
Right. And Amy has a good point. She had said she's Jewish and celebrates Hanukkah, and Betty never said Happy Hanukkah.
Nope.
This year is I actually went to Applebee's last night, because I dropped Marissa off with her family, and it was an hour drive back. And by the time I got back, I was really, really hungry because I was supposed to eat. Olivia and I had went out earlier that day and went shopping. And we were supposed to stop and eat. So yesterday? I think it was the day before yesterday.
Oh, come on. Get with the program.
Yesterday? Oh, Lord. Who knows? I think Olivia and I, what was yesterday? No, it was the 23rd. Olivia and I were together. But anyways, so anyway, I drive Marissa to her family's, which was like an hour away in Port Charlotte. And then I had to drive back. So I stopped by Applebee's, and there was one little lady. There's no point in me getting a table. It's just me. So I go up to the bar, and I'm talking to the lady that's bartending. She's working her little rear end off because there are people in the restaurant. She's the only bartender there, and she's by herself. And so I can, she's doing a great job. I could see her, hustling and everything like that. And I just said, well, thank you so much for being here on Christmas Eve serving us, right? And you could just kind of see she was worn out. So my $60 bill, she got a $60 tip. So I
knew that was coming. I had a feeling she was going to talk about the tip that she gave, because that seems to be a narrative that she uses a lot as of late, is that she's giving like very generous tips to her servers. So I had a feeling she was going to say something about, and what did she eat? A $60 bill?
I'd say some of that was probably alcohol.
Yeah, because that's a pretty big bill just for, dinner.
Well, I mean, if you sit through a full program and actually watch, her super chats and stuff are not coming in like they used to. Now, if people are sending cash apps and Venmos and all that, of course, we don't know about it because she doesn't acknowledge it a lot on the screen. So I don't know where she's getting all this money to travel like she does, go out to these expensive restaurants. I don't know. I don't know what she's doing.
I don't know. Somebody, I think it was over email, because I think it was Hope. I'm trying to think. I think it was Hope, or maybe it was Crazy Nurse. I had said how she was in her bathing suit today during her live, and they responded maybe she's preparing for her OnlyFans account. I was like, maybe. I mean, it's good money.
Wonder if she'll use the name Andra or Bullhorn Betty.
I would assume Bullhorn Betty.
Oh yeah, because she's world famous, so they'll be able to find her on there.
Hey, welcome back, Blank Screen.
You could tell she's a mom. We were talking about her children. You know, there was a few other people hanging around the area. I was talking to them. You know, we were talking true crime, to be honest with you. And bought a couple people there, you know, a couple Christmas drinks, and gave her, you know, $20 and gave her $20 tips. So that's kind of where it was. I gave her 100% of the ticket as a tip. So.
Wait. You just said, though, that your bill was $60 and you gave her a $60 tip. And now she just said it was a $20 tab.
Back that up just a hair.
Ooh, I think that's too far. Here, I'll go here. Oh.
And so I can, you know, she's doing a great job. I could see her, you know, hustling and everything like that. And I just said, well, you know, thank you so much for being here on Christmas Eve serving us, right? And you could just kind of see she was worn out. So my $60 bill, she got a $60 tip. So I just, you know.
So what? That's less than 30 seconds? She changed it from a $60 bill and a $60 tip to a $20 tab, or a $20 bill, whatever, to...
She didn't mention going to a different place to eat or anything on a different day, did she?
No, I don't think so. I'll let it play, but I'm pretty sure she's talking about the same place.
Okay.
You know, you could tell she's a mom. We were talking about her children. You know, there was a few other people hanging around the area. I was talking to them. You know, we were talking true crime, to be honest with you. And bought a couple people there, you know, a couple Christmas drinks, and gave her, you know, $20 and gave her $20 tips. So that's kind of where it was. I gave her 100% of the ticket as a tip. So
yeah. So she said the ticket, so the bill was $20. So she went from 60 to 20 on both accounts. Like, yeah, and that was less than a minute. She changed that amount.
Was she talking about the couple of drinks that she bought for those people was $20, and she gave that person a $20 tip?
Okay, that's what Burden of Proof. So Burden of Proof is saying she said she paid her bill, then opened a new tab to pay for others' drinks. Okay. So, so she spent quite a bit of money that day.
Sure did.
Got it. Okay, so I was confused because I was just like, wait, what? That was quite the leap.
It's not much, you know, and it's only one person that I was able to help, but it was one person that is struggling that has children. So if that's just the act of kindness that one can do for another, then, you know, that's the act of kindness one can do for another. I didn't know that lady. I definitely didn't have to do that. I did that because she was working. She has children, and it's the Christmas holiday. I'm not really one, you know, I will give people around this community that are homeless food. I'll go in a store and buy them water. I will go buy them, if they needed toilet paper, tissue, shampoo, happy to buy it. What I will not do is I will not give a homeless person cash. It's just something I will not do. And it's because I'm acutely aware of what goes on in and around my county. And I want to make sure that they have the necessities they need with my money, because I work hard for it, right? And so I'm not going to be supporting somebody's alcohol or drug problem, but I will make sure they have water, and I will be happy to give them a sandwich if they need it. But I will not buy them a beer, and I will not buy their drugs or their cigarettes. I'm a smoker myself, but just not something I'm planning on supporting. If you're homeless, you probably shouldn't be smoking. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. People might say that's mean. Okay. Well, you think it's mean? Go out there and give your money to the homeless people. That's just me. That's just me. Nice to see you, Irene. I hope you're doing well.
All right. And with that, we are going to stop here because it's been just over 2.5 hours and I've actually had enough of this lady. So thank you everyone for being here. And Radar CP, I did thank you in the chat, but thank you again for your super chat. It is much appreciated. And again, you all don't have to send me your money. Just know that it is going towards, the rescue and taking care of the cats and kittens. But I would much rather you donate to your local shelters or rescues because, as most of you know, they are to their limits and there's just not enough room or volunteers to it's, I've said this before, I think, but it's like trying to take water out of the ocean a spoonful at a time. That is the life of rescue. You make a small dent and it comes back twofold. So, yeah. So with that, I'm just going to look at chat quick.
Yeah, I was going to let everybody know that I'm going to be working this weekend on the trivia game. I hope to have it done maybe Tuesday. We can do it.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, do y'all want strictly Betty trivia or do you want Tragedy Pimp trivia? That way we can include Dolly and JLR and some of these other people. Might even throw in some Molly stuff, even though she technically isn't here anymore, but she really is on her Child's Life Coach channel. So she's still around.
Right.
So I'm going to leave it up to y'all. Let me know.
Oh, Catherine says, I believe Justin alluded to still getting a room in Rogersville. Maybe the cancel is fake. Sorry, I hate to sound conspiracy-like.
I don't know if he was going to be around Dolly or not. I don't know Justin's plans.
Zaggy? I've never heard of Zaggy.
Ziggy.
Oh, Ziggy. Okay,
Probably Ziggy. Yeah, I've never covered her. I just can't. I can't do Betty and Ziggy. It's one or the other. Can't do both.
All right, so I see some people are saying Tragedy Pimp trivia, and then others are saying start with Betty only trivia, and then add others in.
Okay. All right, we can do that. We'll just start with Betty trivia.
Yeah, and then kind of tweak it and
then add in Dolly. And there's some more out there that we don't cover. I won't mention their names right now. I don't want to promote them in any way, but at some point we might have to start covering them too.
Right. All right, y'all. So thank you again for being here. I am going to leave. The outro, I am going to play Toot Gate, as many of you enjoy that. And just to have a laugh as you continue your weekend. I will not be live tomorrow unless something spectacular happens that I need to go live about. But I have plans to go see my parents again. So until then, I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. I will be back Monday at 4:45 as usual. And
now you've got to say what Betty has stole from you. What do you usually say at the end of your lives?
Oh no, I'm going to, but I wanted you to say your goodbyes first.
Oh, okay. Well, she has stole that from you.
Mm-hmm.
You do know that, right?
Yeah, I figured.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next time. Hopefully I'll get the trivia going and we'll do a live on my channel, hopefully on Tuesday. And y'all have a great weekend.
All right, y'all. So with that being said, I hope you all have a great weekend. And until next time, I will see you all on the flip side.
Maybe she, who knows? Who knows? Maybe she had a lonely night.
Bash, did you just hear that squeak?
Yeah.
I'm such a 7th grade boy. Hold on.
Right? Maybe he was supposed to come over to the house. Maybe she, who knows? Who knows? Maybe she had a lonely night. Maybe she was intoxicated and called him up and he's thinking they're
Yep.
I'm
what I thought it
sorry,
was.
guys. It's not a funny situation, but I can't help it. Oh, Lord.
Who knows? Who knows? Maybe she had a lonely.
What?
That was clearly a fart. Now, come on.
Oh my God, I'm such a kid.
She didn't even acknowledge it either. She just kept on blabbing.
Oh boy.
I was hollering for slow-mo, slow-mo.
All right, I'll do slow-mo.
Y'all
But
are crazy.
I'm going on mute, y'all, because
Blank
I'm literally
screens.
crying.
Yeah, Blank Screen's mom says a premeditated fart. You'll hear the
We'll do half and see how that is.
Federal Bureau of the
The Flatulence Bureau investigation. That's what I was
These
thinking.
people are killing me. Oh my God.
Maybe he was supposed to come over to the house. Maybe she. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe she had a lonely night. Maybe he was supposed to come over to the house. Maybe she. Who knows?
It's fun acting like a 12-year-old every now and then.
No, 7th grade boy. All they do is talk about farts and poo. Oh my gosh. Okay, so
Oh,
someone mail her some Gas X and baby wipes. I wonder if that's on her wish list.
get her some vino.
That's what I was just thinking. All right, yeah. I think we're gonna just end with this because I
Oh
think
God. Blank Screen's mom says I want to hear that fart through a bowl. Oh my God, y'all are crazy.
All right, let's listen to it on slow-mo and then we're gonna call it.
He was supposed to come over to the house. Maybe she. Who knows?
Here it comes.
Who knows?